level?
Yes, I think it's very important because that particular issue has a lot of problem, and you know, many court cases today in Cameroon is due to the land. And the land issue is resolved mostly at the level of the community.
That's it.
And
they best know their boundaries.
Yes, they best know their boundary. Without even using pillars and the rest that we used to have, they know that from this maybe potato, that is where your boundary start and ends at this plantain, and so on and so forth.
Yes.
They know it. They have been living on it for years, and I think sometimes when they mediate, you realize that they will not be wasting money in court, and the problem will be solved instantly without any problem, and everybody will be satisfied. And like we mentioned, there's a lot that is happening at the level of the community without the people knowing that they are doing a lot.
Mashallah. Thank you very, very much. If you are just tuning in, this is Royal TV, and the program on the air is Royal Peace, and we have our guest, who is Naibu Musa Ndemsa. He just expatiated on a very salient point, which is very, very important: community dialogue. We will go on a break. When we come back, we will get into the second phase of the program.
Hey, Royal TV viewers, your voice matters, and now we want to hear it louder than ever. We've created a special WhatsApp feedback group just for you. Got opinions about our shows? Suggestions to make Royal TV better? Compliments, complaints, or hot takes? This is your direct line to us. Joining is easy. Simply scan the QR code on your screen right now, and you're instantly connected to the Royal TV community. Be part of the conversation. Influence our programs. Help shape the future of your favorite TV station. Don't just watch. Interact, engage, be heard. Scan the code and join the Royal TV WhatsApp group now. When we dream alone, it is only a dream. But when many dream together, it is the beginning of a new reality.
Program on the air is Royal Peace. As we are discussing on the topic that is community peace, and we are on the last segment of the program, and our guest was expatiating on a very salient point. So now that drives us to the next questions. We will be asking our guests. We always see the community making a lot of dialogue, either between families. You find them settling disputes between families and other communities. Now, our next question is, how can you rate the level of violence within a community?
Yes, Malan Ibrahim, is equally a very good question. Thank you. And when we talk of peace, we are having two aspects. Before I come to that question,
yes,
we have the positive peace and we have negative peace, and people might be wondering, how can peace be negative again? But there is a negative peace in the sense that we don't have war, but there is injustice taking place in that particular community. There is no war, people are not fighting, but there is a lot of injustice happening. However, when we talk of positive peace, of course, we are talking of peace of mind. Everything is moving on well, and there is justice in that particular area. And when you realize majority of what is happening in the community is the negative peace that we are talking about, you realize that there is not per se war in the community. People are not fighting, but you realize that people are not satisfied with what is happening per se, because maybe of the economic hardship, maybe because of lack of basic necessity, because of intolerance between the community that are living together. For example, maybe you're a Muslim, I'm a Christian, I don't tolerate you worshiping since I'm not worshiping the way you are supposed to worship. So all of that, you realize that there is peace in that community per se, because there's no war, people are not fighting, they don't hold marches, on one another, but you realize that within them they are not happy. So that is what is happening in many communities today.
You're right.
And to solve this problem, I think is very easy. We need to first of all encourage the issue of tolerance.
That's it.
We have to tolerate one another. We have to put ourselves in one another's shoe and understand that these people, they equally have the right to live like us. When we do that, you realize that there are some things, that negative things that you were thinking about another individual, you realize that those thoughts will be cancelled. Then secondly, we equally need to, like community, there are a lot of projects that we can equally come together and do. Like for example, if there is no pipe-borne water and you realize that the state cannot supply in that particular community, like I mentioned to you, there are many developmental groups that are functional in the community, and many Njange groups. So people can come and do things together and manage it together. You realize that they will remove some injustices, practices that are happening in that particular community. So in general, like we mentioned earlier, what is happening in the community is simply they are having negative peace.
Yes,
They say it's not positive peace because people per se are not fighting, apart from maybe the 3 regions in Cameroon where you see there is war. But other communities, we realize that there is calm, but the people in actuality, when you interview them, you realize that they are not in peace.
You are right. And what are some of the things that are lacking in a community that you think that can promote peace? If yes, what are some of those things?
Thank you very much. I think first of all, is like I mentioned earlier, is for us to accept one another.
Okay.
Many communities,
love for one another.
Yes, love for one another. Many communities today, they always have that issue of tribalism. This man is not from my tribe, then I don't have anything to do with that individual.
In a community, we need to see that some of those things, those vibes, so we should not promote them.
Yes, we should not promote
like
them.
Tribalism.
Yes, you know, in a community, particularly in a community that is multifactual, there are many tribes living in that particular community.
Yes.
We really need to take one another.
Like the Muslim community, for example.
Yes, like the Muslim community. And in Muslim community, you realize that we have Wimbum, we have Bororo, we have Bakure, we have Hausa, we have Bamon, we have Banso, and the rest, and so on and so forth.
Yes.
And there are so many that, of course, from where they are coming from is completely different. So they have different ideology. However, there is one thing that can unite us. We are Muslim under the umbrella of a community. So we should accept one another and live like that. Then secondly, Malam Jibril, we want to highlight that many of those developmental group or Njange group that you are seeing, they are mostly tilted towards individual tribes. So we should make them mix. For example, you realize that, yes, very inclusive. You realize that there are some community that they have their own, this community they have their own, this one they have their own. That will not promote the community peace that we are talking about. It can promote within the tribe, but not in the tribal community. So we need to make developmental projects that can benefit one another. And secondly, we need to consider leadership when we are
inclusive also.
Yes, very inclusive leadership. If this man is coming from maybe Hausa, who is maybe the imam, the Naibi should come from maybe Mbororo, the other Ladan can come from this tribe, and so on and so forth. That will give each community that belongingness,
that privilege,
that sense
voice
of privilege, that voice. So when we do that, I think we will promote peace, and equally we need to promote the youth and the women group. They are very important in promoting peace.
We empower them.
We empower them
and integrate them into the community.
Yes, because people have that misconception, particularly for the Muslim community, that the women are behind, which of course that is not the fact. But we should integrate them and see how we can empower them, particularly in peace building activities.
Okay, thank you very much. Your last word, we are almost getting to the end of the program. We would like to get, if you were sent to a community as a peace builder, a peace advocate, what will you tell the community to engage in?
Yes, thank you very much, Malan Jibril. I think, first of all, peace is a valuable asset that we need to keep. And until you lose it, before you understand the importance of peace, everybody is yelling for peace, peace, peace. The question is who has taken the peace and where has the peace gone to? It is a very important question that we need to reflect. Now, when I go to the community, like you ask the question, first of all, is for you to understand the community and build the brotherhood and the sisterhood together and encourage living together, understanding one another and tolerating one another.
Thank you very, very much. There is this one question. You see, a lot of things is lacking within the community. We have a lot of civil society who are engaged in peace building. We have many other peace ambassadors, peace crusaders, but there is something which is lacking. The community don't feel their impact. How can you assess this situation? What is actually happening?
Yes, I think we will not say that the groups are not working or the NGOs that are working on peace.
They are not feeling the impact.
They are not feeling the impact. But however, what we can say here is that whatever they are doing at their own level, I think the impact is being felt at their own level. However, like you mentioned, it should be extended right down to the community. And sometimes you realize that they cannot do all of that, sometimes due to lack of resources, sometimes due to maybe lack of access to that particular community because of conflict and so on. So we want to appreciate the small effort that they are doing, and we hope that this effort, as they are training the young people, the women and so on, engaging in peace, the people who are trained equally need to extend the message deeply to the community. And we want to highlight that when you look at one of the countries that have a lot of NGO is in Haiti, in South America. And you realize that this country is not very stable. It means that they don't have the peace that we are talking about. Today, the most peaceful country today in the world is Switzerland. And when you realize with this number of NGOs that are found in Haiti, it is not a guarantee that they will have peace. However, we are saying that the number of NGOs does not correspond to the peace in that particular area. But we are saying that the NGOs that are working on peace, they are doing a lot, particularly in our context here in the Northwest and Southwest and Far North. So without them, I think we would have been lacking a lot, and maybe the situation might be worse, but many of them are doing their job, and we hope that in time to come we are going to feel the impact.
Thank you very, very much, Naibu Ndemsa, for being our guest.
Thank you.
And that was our guest on Royal Peace on Peace TV. If you did enjoy the program, next week is another rendezvous that we will be bringing you more beautiful programs on Royal TV, on this program Royal TV. Behind the mic, I was Malam Jibril Tamfu. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Keep on watching Royal TV. Thank you very much.
أنت للعينين ضي، أنت عند الحاضرين، أنت هادي